What, you doing drugs?
Alcohol isn't a drug.
You won't get hooked on pot.
Yeah, man.
What is this, please?
Dungeon of Ignorance.
Knowledge will guide you through.
Wait!
I always knew the kid was a swinger. Booze is the name.
Alcohol is a drug.
So what? So long as it feels good.
We'll test this out. Welcome to Health Class Heroes, where we review your old health class videos. I'm AJ Haypenny.
And I'm Chris Houghton.
Welcome to the very first episode. We have no idea what the dickens we're doing, but we're gonna give this a try. We're in Chris's basement. First episode I'm very excited about. We'll be discussing Straight Up, which stars Oscar winner Louis Gossett Jr.
Wow. He won an actual Oscar?
Yes, he won an Oscar for An Officer and a Gentleman in 1982. And Straight Up, Episode 1, actually came out 6 years after that. And,
oh my gosh.
Yep. Six years after his Oscar-winning performance. What made Louis Gossett Jr. say yes? Maybe.
It had to have been the paycheck.
It was either the paycheck or, you know what, my agent, he's been doing pretty good. He's got me Officer and a Gentleman. He's got me Enemy Mine. He's going to get me in the Punisher movie next year, which is going to be the best movie ever. So why not do this film?
And to be fair, this is the only film that we are discussing today of all the magnificent features that you listed. This is his most famous, arguably best work.
And then there's 3 episodes of this, but we're covering just the first one in this episode. Can you do a summary of episode 1? Yeah, of Straight Up.
A lot of kooky, interesting characters that are coming in, you know, throwing the business at our
No, we
hero
don't
here. You know, we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn about drugs and you know, generic names.
How to
for
do them?
Yeah, and the type of people that do which drugs, or the type of children, I should say.
It's about a kid he's unsure about drugs in general. So this magical, I don't want to say hippie.
You can't. Yeah, a magical fella.
Yeah, magical fella. Bagger Vance Esh takes him to a magical world where he learns about the dangers of drugs and alcohol.
Song is a banger.
I'm just waiting for Kanye to sample it at some point.
Pons Mar. These can't be real names.
Oh, Pons is a real name. It's Filipino, maybe.
Think about how long. This is the 80s. It probably took so long to make these graphics. It was like a month long just to make that arrow go up. It's like my favorite shot. The kid shoots. They don't show if it goes in.
Yeah, but all of them show 6 different shots.
Only kid in the elevator.
Only kid in the parking garage.
Where'd he go?
Who's he looking for?
Use your skateboard. He is.
I thought this was the kid that was trying to score drugs because he's the only one in a parking garage.
Never gonna get it.
He's never gonna get it. He's down on himself.
I hate skateboarding. It's stupid.
He hates skateboarding. It's stupid.
That's because he hasn't played Tony Hawk Pro Skater yet.
You didn't
Unlike
even try
these
at
kids.
all. Yeah. You didn't hear them coming? Skateboards are pretty noisy.
No, because he was concentrating on how much he was sucking.
I hate skateboarding. I can't even hear.
You're there with Kevin. You're always with Kevin.
This isn't radical or tubular.
I love how he chooses. They didn't stop to see him, but he chooses.
Come on, you guys,
pursue
over
him.
here.
Quick, buy all these parked cars where anybody can come out at any time.
Quick, cover up the license plate, even though we'll
Get it,
show the
Robbie?
first 3 seconds.
Look at this.
Only 2 beers?
Only.
Yeah, it's all I could snag without my dad catching me.
I got
Really?
what you wanted, Kevin.
It's Coors, it doesn't count.
Oh. Love how she fumbled.
Right.
And didn't take multiple
This
takes.
grass is great, Sue. All right, what about you, Tony?
Grass is great, Sue.
Here's what I got.
Grass looks pretty trash.
Smokes? That's all? No pot?
How did they coordinate this? Were they all like, okay, everybody bring something special?
Yeah,
Maybe they were all sitting behind a Mercury Bobcat just like
Something a
now.
lot better than beer.
You guys want to meet up with the Bobcat and swap drugs after class?
Scotch whiskey. This is the real stuff.
awesome. Rad.
Wow, where'd you get
I love how they specified Scotch whiskey.
Parents had a
How come the
party last
Scotch
night.
is the holy
They always
grail of
have.
everything that they got? Sue should win a medal. That's the most
Yeah,
impressive.
seriously, that's the only thing that's real, like double illegal.
Well, check it out, guys. Look who's is here. Mr.
Well,
Cool
well.
himself.
Does anybody actually start a sentence with well, well?
Hey guys.
Well, well, well.
Drugs?
Alcohol isn't a drug.
Oscar winner here.
Don't
Did
you
you
know
hear, you hear it in
anything?
his line delivery?
Why are you always...
He's actually a decent child actor.
That's probably why. Do you think when they made the film, they were like, we need Oscar-winning talent?
Yeah, so we need a kid that's talking to him wearing a bathing suit.
Is that a bathing suit?
Probably.
Night?
It's the 80s,
What
man.
do you know? Chicken.
Well, try a beer then.
Chicken. Ah. We gotta bring that back. How effective of an insult that used to be.
Go on. Be a man.
Yeah. Man.
The Be a Man guy would be proud. Do all the drugs. Be a man.
You don't have to be afraid of this. It's just a joint. It won't do any
It
harm.
won't do any
Yeah.
harm.
It's not a hard drug like cocaine or
Not
heroin.
a hard drug.
You won't get hooked on pot.
It's nice and leafy.
How come they never explained how Sue got the
I
pot?
heard that
But,
marijuana.
Seriously.
but everyone else,
Yeah.
they had a
Where do
backstory.
you get your
Sue had to do
information?
some dark things that we can't mention on camera.
I heard that marijuana could lead to using harder drugs.
Where do you get your information?
I love how they ask, where are you getting this information? I kind of want to know that too.
This is too good to waste on a baby.
Chicken.
Chicken.
I want to show you something.
I'm gonna try calling people chicken, see if it still holds water.
Take a look at this. You want to see a picture of a real nerd?
Got him.
Ooh.
Roasted.
Go into the mall.
I'm gonna have him right for my next roast.
Want to see a real loser? Look in the mirror.
I will pay him in Scotch whiskey.
In those kids' defense, he is a terrible skateboarder. Well, these guys are also pretty bad.
Well, I don't know. The kid in the Joey Buttafuoco pants isn't too bad.
I don't know, his kick-up was pretty weak. This is why he's not getting any better. He's always walking with his skate.
Hold on. Let's turn this into Tony Hawk Pro Skater and just have him do missions.
That would be sweet. I'd play Tony Hawk straight up. You could
Hey,
play-
skate rat, I need you to do a little trick for me.
Kickflip the weed.
Why don't you take the fate elevator?
What? What is this? Where am I? What's going on?
Was it the
said-
magical man?
Why don't you take the fate elevator?
The Fate elevator. It looks pretty out of code.
OSHA's gonna get involved.
Yeah, I got a way more reliable elevator. I am still curious as to why he took the elevator down to the parking garage for no.
Because they never explained if he was looking for those kids in the first place. He's holding him against the wall. They still never explained how Sue got that weed.
Take this elevator up
The classic.
and close the gate. This is the ride that will decide your fate.
Chad Allen starred in Saint Elsewhere, which famously starred Denzel Washington. And the ending of Saint Elsewhere, it turned out that the whole show was in an autistic kid's dream. And that's the ending of the show.
don't know
Just
if
like
they-
I think that this was in an ADHD kid's dream.
I wonder if there's like an extended edition.
Or speaking of director's cut, I wonder how many takes they did of this. Did Louis Gossett Jr. film this in the studio, or did he kind of sing it like you were discussing Les Miserables?
Yeah.
Like, just Russell Crowe it.
Yeah. Just wing it, man. One take wonder. We spent all our budget on the lead Oscar-winning actor, so we really don't have time for multiple takes.
If you told me he did it in the studio or he did it live here, I would believe either.
All bass on a keyboard.
Hey, that was Seinfeld before Seinfeld.
That's where he got his inspiration. This is like low-key a story about trusting strange adults, which is a bad message to send.
Where are we going?
Got to trust me.
I'm just gonna follow this
Just
strange,
follow this guy.
strange man in tie-dye.
Into this out-of-code elevator.
What is this place?
The dungeon of ignorance.
Dungeon of Ignorance. That'd
It's
be
like,
fun.
hey, you can go skateboarding with your friends. All right, kid, you want to come with me to this dungeon? are you ignorant? You can get in.
There.
He's gonna go home and his parents are gonna ask what he did. Oh, a strange man sang to me in an elevator and took me down into a cave. Oh, he gets the headband. I guess that makes sense because our hero here doesn't have any hair to begin with.
Dude, you weren't cool in the late 80s unless you had a headband.
A rainbow headband.
Over where?
Well, it can't be red because Ryu already had that.
Oh, yeah.
Wait!
And then a couple years after that, Liu Kang.
Wait!
Rambo.
Rambo. Right. So in a way, this is an homage to all those films.
You're not cool
Mario!
unless you have a headband. You can totally squeeze through those bars.
And again, this strange man that's now locked him in the what is it, the Dungeon of Ignorance?
The Dungeon of Ignorance.
Up the stairs. This is like a Legends of the Hidden Temple episode or something. It's like Mario 64 or something.
Where are you?
Let me just go in the hole.
This looks like back in the day when we were in the drama club and we'd set
Yep.
up plays for Mr. Sullivan.
Yep. Shout out
But Mr. Sullivan's were way higher quality than this.
seriously. We didn't know what we had. Oh boy. This guy's got it all. Maybe this is where Susie found the wheat.
Is that Bam Margera?
Present day. How did they get him in the 80s?
Before you cancel me, Internet, that's just on looks alone.
And maybe the hat.
Without the hat, he's Pete Davidson.
You need some help?
Yeah, I'm looking for Cosmo.
You're a Lecco, pal. I'm just the guy you're looking for.
This is the shittiest version of Wizard of Oz.
I go to this
Honestly, that
place
was
like-
pretty impressive. If I only had a dream.
I only get sicker for a man who can't hold his liquor.
Wow. I think we're onto something here.
Booze is the name. Shortcuts are my game.
Booze is alcohol, and alcohol is a drug.
Who said that?
So this is like the first Alexa.
Don't listen.
Alexa's always listening.
Alexa, what is
Step
booze?
this way.
Booze is alcohol and a drug. Would you like me to find you some?
Alcohol is not a drug.
Yes, it is.
Booze is not a drug. I once sucked dick for coke. I seen him.
There's a light where Cosmo was.
Just keep going.
Whoa!
Oops. Wonder how that happened.
How are we gonna get out of here?
So is the drinking giving him telekinesis powers?
Man, he stumbles, but he doesn't fall.
Ain't nobody breaking my stride.
Wow. And he's got elaborate contraptions. He's an engineer.
We'll
They got
walk
this guy because they couldn't get Tom Waits.
I could see Tom Hanks really crushing this part.
Maybe more Tom Waits than anything.
Easy does it. Just remember, safety first.
Whoa! You can't operate heavy machinery after having a few drinks.
I think it says it on the side.
Alcohol's a drug,
Come on,
pal.
headband.
A drug is any chemical
If there wasn't
substance
a
that
beam
changes
there,
our mind
this
or
would
body.
be a horror movie.
Doesn't change my mind or body.
And again, he really is doing
it
really
does.
well with that chainsaw.
Strain your brain,
He's very dexterous.
stomach, liver.
Oh, they're listing off what it harms.
Oh, whack. So long as it feels good.
Will not only wreck your body,
He's got pretty good chainsaw technique.
ruin
Like,
balance.
you gotta kind of wiggle it a little. That was fast chop. Oh,
Thank God there are holes in my coat. What's that white stuff on his hat?
the booze saved that man's life.
It also gives him telekinesis.
Hi, give me whatever gives me telekinesis.
Cosmo, where's the light?
I love how he knows the dude's name, Cosmo, but he never introduced himself. He just said, take the elevator up. Yeah, I'll walk in this
I
elevator.
think maybe the headband.
While I get assaulted by this drunk.
Alcohol's a drug. That guy's name was Cosmo.
So that's the extended cut that you were him
Yeah.
introducing
Yeah,
himself.
exactly. Hello, my name is Cosmo. Cut it.
Just add that extra 5 seconds.
I'll get you out of this.
After what you just tried to do to me, I'm not going near you.
Is this still the
God,
same guy?
he really wants this kid.
Yeah, he's very persistent.
Don't worry about Cosmo. There's an easy way out of here. It'll solve all your problems.
Told you.
This guy would have been
Boy,
me
wait
too
more.
so quick.
Way too close to that kid. Oh, arm around him. Oh, is this the pot lady? Because she's green.
Yep, she's the pot lady.
She also seems drunk, though.
You can relax with Mrs. Pot. I'm so hip.
And then she'd father old Greg.
Come on.
I really hope old Greg is one of the people here. Oh, there's the hint.
Marijuana is a drug.
That one was not. They didn't need the double. Booze is alcohol, and alcohol is a drug. This one. Marijuana is a drug.
Well, I'm the softest drug of all.
They play sitar music for it. But Ringo says it's nice. At
Swing down together.
this point, with all the moving platforms, yeah.
I always knew the kid was a swinger.
Kid's a swinger, yeah. They definitely want to this kid.
I don't want to get hooked on pot.
You can drop me anytime you like.
Over time, your body can be damaged by marijuana, and it can become a
Whoa, he lost the headband. And again, they're getting less specific. The alcohol was liver, heart, whatever, and there was like the body can become damaged.
I forgot that even though there was no commercial breaks for it back then, they still had one.
Part 2. This was for, yeah. Because, well, let's see, we'll be going about 20 minutes. So how long were classes? How long was health class? Was it an hour? Like,
It was about an hour.
was it? All right.
And these were about half an hour.
Oh, the
guys?
recap. Ben was...
What, you doing drugs?
Ben would like to join a group of kids, but they reject him because he won't drink alcohol
Poor
or smoke
Ben.
marijuana.
Meanwhile, on the Legion of Doom,
What do you know? Chicken.
Chicken. Oh,
A
they had to
mysterious
put chicken
character
in.
named Cosmo comes to the
Lex
rescue
Luthor took him
and
in the
takes Ben
fate
out of his
elevator.
magic fate elevator.
Yeah, that's true. It is very, like, superhero.
Ben finds himself
But
No,
put him in the
Legion
Dungeon of
where he
Doom,
meets booze and
That's
pot,
the dungeon.
who try to
That's
lead
right.
him astray with false
where he was
information
fondled by an
about drugs.
He
alcoholic.
almost cut in half
Thanks
by
to
a
the knowledge that his
chainsaw.
magic headband gives him, Ben is able to keep out of danger. But when Pot steals the headband,
Her hooking skills
Ben
are
finds
pretty
himself
good.
hanging over the
Again,
edge
very
of a deadly
dexterous.
snake pit.
Deadly snake pit? What the heck? That seems so random.
I've got you hooked.
Thought you said you couldn't get hooked on pot.
Oh, did I? Well, I forgot.
Give me that headband.
Give me that headband.
Wonder what drug would be
This is the best song of the whole series.
There's nothing you can do to get it back.
The lyrics need some work, though.
I disagree. No notes.
I wanna keep
No notes. Maybe this is what they need. They put it on and they get all the wisdom.
I'd Lorne Michaels it.
Where?
You were getting laughs, but were they the right laughs?
what I just said.
He's putting it over his eyes.
Give me that headband.
Give me that
Give
headband.
me that headband.
I really feel like this musical number is like just eating up time right now. Give it back. No, you're not gonna use it. Give it to me.
Again, if they did this in the studio or they just did it live, said fuck it, just go.
Just riff.
One take, let's Ed Wood it. That's all we need.
Sorry guys, all we could come up with was give it to me. No. Is that gonna fly?
Are you sure we don't need to do another take? No, we're good.
We're good.
Give me that headband.
No.
I urge somebody to make a metal version of this song.
Deal. This kid has some serious arm strength. Now he pulled his full body weight up.
Give me that headband.
that was my favorite. when the kid
Over
goes,
time,
when Ben goes,
marijuana can become addictive.
He's got the power of knowledge again.
It means that if you smoke enough joints, you can get really messed up. It ruins your concentration, slows your reflexes, makes you lose your memory.
looked like you met former roommates of mine. Swung from the chandelier.
Again, very athletic.
Just follow my directions. Turn right.
This could be a level in Doom.
This is like Resident Evil almost.
Horse.
Just leave me alone.
But instead of
Never
Mr.
get out
X.
of here.
It's just this kid with a rainbow headband, avoiding drugs.
Marijuana lodges itself in the fatty tissues of
Lodges.
the brain.
Ooh, nice, scary word.
It means that a single joint can fog up your mind for as long as 3 weeks.
You know, this data still holds up. They at least did their research. How did they do their research, though?
They never explained that this whole time. So one joint will get you high for 3 weeks.
One joint will make you want to capture children.
Get so uptight, man.
I like you. What do I have to do to get away from you?
At least at Home Alone, they only maybe grab the kid once. But like they're fondling this. They're fondling Chad Allen throughout the thing.
That's the alternative. That's the episode 1 title. Fondling Chad Allen.
Each cigarette you smoke shortens your life by 5 minutes.
Another test of physical strength. Dragging a full woman with one leg.
Smoking one marijuana joint is like smoking half a dozen cigarettes. You can shorten your life by 6 times as much.
In fairness, like those facts back then, that weed might have shortened your life.
Nowadays,
you won't believe this, Ben, but it's actually a medicine now.
weed has come a long way. Go to the cave of recreation.
The cave of recreation.
One less.
And there's a very nice person at the counter, very knowledgeable.
Alcohol and marijuana are gateway drugs.
Gateway drugs. Wow, you just pushed them both with one up.
Anyone who hangs around with either of you for long enough ends up meeting your even more dangerous friends. Drug habits such as shooting heroin and snorting cocaine.
Come on, man, come on. You're gonna love this.
She looks like she's
Cocaine lady?
Yep, this is cocaine lady. She looks like she snorted the Bisquick factory.
Cool.
We've been waiting for you.
Who's that guy?
He's got needles in his head.
How do we show heroin? A bunch of needles in his forehead?
This is made for kids. He's just injecting it as a mohawk.
They're like, that's how I've been doing it wrong.
Oh my god.
Wow, look at the confidence in that stride.
What you've done. I'm proud of you.
Another hug. We got hugged by a bunch of adults in a strange elevator.
Come down to Earth and spread the word. Tell the people what you've heard.
Even though you never learned my name, really.
Tell it your way.
Now, was Ben high the whole time?
Yes.
Did he get a whiff of that marijuana cigarette?
Contact eye for sure.
Hallucinating.
I feel sick to my stomach. I feel fur.
Again, whose car is this?
That one was the worst.
You guys just can't take it.
Oh, it's a new car.
Yeah, your breath smells like an elephant's armpit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're coughing your guts out.
You can tell he's a bad boy because he has no sleeves.
And holes in his jeans.
Have you been spying on us?
No. I've been finding out about booze and pot.
No, I'm finding things out.
Yeah.
What if I came back from a party?
It looks like
We're
you're
finding out about booze and pot. By doing what? Doing lots of booze and pot.
Lots of booze and pot. Hey.
This is chemical warfare we're talking about.
Whoa, that was pretty cool. Turn it into
Your
a
body's
human
like a spaceship. And drugs like booze and pot are enemy spacecraft out to
My
destroy
favorite
you.
Oh,
episode of School of Rock.
Kids like
Full of
space.
aliens.
In case you didn't get any of the weird stuff, let's just make an entire summary of the
Pot is
spaceship.
stuffed with hundreds of dangerous chemicals, such as carbon monoxide, the guck that comes out of a car's exhaust pipe,
This is where they got the inspiration for the paperclip.
tar,
Microsoft Word.
that sticky black
Do you want help
all
doing
over
your
the blood,
drugs? No paperclip.
No paperclip.
cyanide, deadly
I'm
chemical
being
gas,
informed about them.
Cyanide.
the stuff in the marijuana
THC.
plant that makes you dizzy,
Thunder.
THC, the stuff that makes you
and the
dizzy.
main thing, booze.
You know they give that for nausea now. How ironic.
Chemical. Taking booze and pot is like leaving yourself open to all these alien chemicals,
Demi Lovato's gonna
letting
cancel
them
this for
wreck
sure.
your spaceship. The command
Again, this
center.
is like
That's like your
pro-alien.
nervous system, controlling all your movements. The fuel supply. That's like your digestive system. The pumps. That are like your circulatory system. Pumping
this is
your
really
blood around.
assuming that kids have a vast understanding of the inner
And the
workings
air
of
ducts.
spaceships.
That are like your
and
respiratory
engines.
system.
I could build a car when
Breathing
I
air
was in fifth
in and
grade,
out of your body.
personally.
If the systems get screwed up,
What?
Hey, let's go.
Although they only had 2 beers, but there's like 8 beer cans there.
Well, I mean, you know, to be honest, let me see that bottle of Scotch whiskey. And they did have like an ounce of weed.
Maybe that villain kid, he's like the Jesus of booze. 2 cans, I could turn it into 9.
It's 12%. Oh, now he's good at skateboarding. Look at him.
I think you know it all. I'll get you next time.
Because of what you did to me. Nothing.
But he rides away perfectly fine.
I am putting this in for a pension to have Chad Allen be the next character in the next Tony Hawk game.
Starring Louis Gossett Jr. as Cosmo. Wow. Cosmo is the star? He had like 2 lines.
Yeah, he's the star because he's the guy that won the Oscar.
Oh.
Chad Allen was only in 3 award-winning shows before that.
Oh, really?
If I were to write it on Internet Movie Database, it's about a man that kidnaps a confused child, forces him into an elevator, and against his will throws him into a dungeon where he's fondled by a drunk and a hippie.
Gets a computer that talks to his brain.
The first ever Alexa, as you pointed out.
First ever Alexa. All right. Well, this has been episode 1 of Health Class Heroes. We look forward to seeing you in episode 2, where we will revisit Straight Up.
Yeah, and let us know in the comments what health class video from childhood you would like us to review for a future episode. Share if you liked it. Don't tell anyone if you didn't.
Please don't make fun of us. We're very sensitive.
We'll make fun of us. It'll up the comments.
Yeah, all right, fine. Make fun of us. Share and make fun of us.
Especially as Chris and his Big Lebowski sweater right now.
It was handmade.
Were your headphones handmade too?
I found these in the Chamber of Ignorance.
Marijuana is a drug.
Marijuana is not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke. I seen them.
And spread the word.
Please spread the word, you friggin' turds.
Just stay out of my way, or you'll pay. Listen to what I say.
How about I just go eat some hay?
Each cigarette you smoke shortens your life by 5 minutes. One marijuana joint, you can shorten your life by 6 times as much.
I've just sucked 1 year of your life away. I might one day go as high as 5, but I really don't know what that would do to you.
Careful, you idiot! I said across her nose, not up it!
Sorry, sir. I'm doing my best.
Then you can be free, and you and your daddy can get drunk and go hall chasing together, huh? I ain't gonna quit! All right, then you can forget it. You're out! Don't you do it! Don't! I got nowhere else to go!